Today we are looking at 5 great Julian Lage licks from his performance of 7Com11. If you haven't seen the video, you can check it out in the link up there. And if you're interested in seeing the full tablature, the full tab of the entire performance, I have created one over on my Patreon, which is brand new, newly launched Patreon page. You can find the link in the description below here. There you will see the full performance with the tab running by below, so you can see exactly what it's doing, when it's doing what, and everything. And you can also download the PDF and guitar profiles. So let's get into 5 of the cool licks he plays here. This one is on the B section of the song. The A section is just playing over A flat. Is this? That's the melody of the tune. That's all over A flat. But then the B section, it goes to G7, C7, F7, B flat 7, E flat 7, and then you're back to A flat. So the first lick is over G7 to C7, and it goes like this. 1, 2. So as you can see, that is all Mixolydian scale. First, it's the G Mixolydian, when it's of the G chord, of course, and then C Mixolydian over the C chord. Not even any chromatic passing tones or anything, it's just straight up Mixolydian. The second lick you can hear at 48 seconds in, and it's also over G7 going to C7. And this has a bit more of the chromatic passing tones and kind of bebop lines, at least. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So that is cool, very reminiscent of bebop, I think. Especially in the beginning here. This move, I guess that's a classic bebop thing. You approach the target note both from above and below. So it's A flat, G flat, G. And then arpeggio up, G7 arpeggio basically. Kind of approach note into the arpeggio, and then 9, flat 9, and root. And then land on a C arpeggio here. That's just C Mixolydian with a flat third thrown in, so a minor and a major third. You use the minor third as an approach note to the major third. So that's basically the second lick. Next up, lick number 3, you can hear at about 1 minute and 10 seconds into the video. And it starts off with a couple of cool slides. Very typical Julian Lage move to include some weird little slides. It's a cool sound. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. This is over the A flat. And I think in the chord chart it just says A flat. It doesn't really say A flat 6 or 7 or anything like that. But a lot of the time Julian is kind of leaning on the minor third over that chord. So he's playing kind of bluesy lines over it. Often including the F note, which would be a major 6 over and including a minor third. So that would leave us with a minor 6 chord. And that also, I guess you can look at it as either a minor 6 or as the 4 chord implied over the 1 chord. So it would be kind of like a D flat 7 over the A flat. Either way you want to look at it. But the lick itself here starts off with a couple of slides from the root, or thereabouts at least, down to the minor third, and then kind of a hammer and pull off lick, and major 6, minor 6, 5th, and then wander down to the 4th, and then end up with a major A flat major pentatonic idea here. But you land on the minor third again, just give it a slight bend. So that is a cool little lick to play over. You can really use that over any kind of blues related music, I guess. By the way, I'm sorry about the extra noises here. I have 2 cats here for the week, which has kind of hindered me in recording videos because they make a lot of noise. So if you hear anything weird in the background, that's what it is. One of them is crazy about the bathtub for some reason, so he's just rolling around in it and having a good time, I hope. Anyways, let's continue here with lick number 4. And lick number 4 can be heard about minute and 40 seconds into the song, still over the A flat chord, and he's using pretty much the same notes as we used in the last in the end of the last lick. Those few notes there, but also the kind of little major pentatonic box, but with a minor third. However, it's moved up a string set and 5 frets up, so we're around the 6th and 8th and 9th fret here. The lick goes like this. 1. Maybe not my cleanest playing, but you get the idea here. It's a cool little phrase because the timing of it is kind of tricky. He's sliding down, I think, on the 2nd beat of the bar. Slide down to the 9th fret, and then again on the 2nd beat of the bar, he starts the next part of the phrase. So that's a bit tricky to get the timing of, but it's a real cool phrase. I like the rhythm of the phrase. It's really neat. The last lick I want to talk about in this video is at 2 minutes and 7 seconds into the song, or thereabouts. And he's playing around with the melody of the song, this part of the melody. But he's moving it all over the neck and different parts of the scale, I guess, or both inside the scale and outside the scale. Some of the phrases sounds really weird, but since it's based on the melody of the song, it sounds pretty much right. You know, it sounds it doesn't sound too odd, even though the note choices are outside. But here's the lick. 1, 2, 3. It's a real tricky lick to play, and he plays it at a blazing speed. I guess I'm at about half the tempo that he's playing in. I think he's playing around 220 BPM. That's real fast. I'm probably, as I said, half about that, or about half of that. Can't even speak today. But yeah, he's let's talk about this lick regarding what note he kind of focuses on, because it's always one note that he hits 3 times. and then the other notes around is just ones. So let's focus on the notes that he's kind of landing on. And that's the fifth of an A flat major. There we go. And then that's a minor third he lands on. Then the root. So nothing that strange so far, except maybe the notes around. Then that's the major 6. There. Then we have that's the flat 5. So now we're getting kind of weird here. Then minor third again, up to the flat 5. Then let's see here. Yeah. So here at the end of the phrase we're really outlining a diminished chord. Those 4 notes here are a complete diminished chord. So we're going from kind of implying A flat minor to minor 6 to a full diminished chord. Because if you play a minor 6 chord like this is almost a diminished chord. The only difference between this and a diminished chord is you have a natural 5th. If you lower, strange kind of grip. If you lower the 5th, you get a diminished chord here. As I said, he's kind of going from implying just a minor to a minor 6 to full diminished. It's kind of amping up the weirdness of it, I guess. And that's a real cool thing to do with such a familiar melody. Since it's the melody of the song, you can really take it to different places. You hear the cats? There we have the 5 awesome Julian Lage licks. As I said, over on my Patreon page that I've just launched, you can find the full tab for the entire performance. I think it's about 4.5 minutes worth of music with a lot of great licks. So go ahead and check that out. You can also, as I said, download the PDF and guitar profiles there. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.